did one.
Oh, I think we were planning to do that every episode, and then we didn't.
No, we so far haven't.
Oh, really?
It. Yeah.
Well,
I didn't watch any of the podcasts, and I accidentally beat Dom to it last time.
Oh, so you've been lying to us about watching our podcast, Gavin?
I rewatched season 2, episode 1.
What'd you watch it on?
Spotify.
Dude, season 2.
Okay.
I've been watching it on Spotify. I only watched the one. I don't like watching the one.
You were like messaging the group chat, listening to it on your way home, which was
God.
funny because I could hear you like flying down the road, but then like in the video you were also like, oh my god. So when Ethan was like, wait, hold on. Okay, so when Ethan was like, and then you'd like talk about it, you're like, that was so funny, and then like the audio would cut off, and then you just started new audio.
Chase was actually hitting over every like person on the road.
Yeah, like, I just sworn you were like 2 seconds from wrecking. Like each like in between segment, I like to imagine when the audio cut off, you're like, fuck, and then you started new audio, and you're like, but no, that was really funny when you.
It was killing me. The one like the Dunkin' Donuts, bro.
That one.
That was real.
That was a true story.
When we eventually like put our faces out there, I'll have to show the actual like documentary.
Yeah, because they haven't recorded that.
A little
Ethan
bit.
does a little bit.
Just you, or is there?
Yeah, I'm really ugly. I'd have to cover
You're
my
not
face
ugly,
up
bro.
much
You look
smaller.
good.
You're like Dream.
I like your hair now.
Don't say I'm like
Whoa.
that.
Yeah, you really haven't listened to every other podcast episode, huh? You hear all of our taste for
You know what's
Dream.
funny about that? I was literally thinking about him this morning when I was like working 6:45 in the morning. I was like, why the fuck does he have so many fans? I was like, why does he make so much more money than me and I'm actually working?
Ethan is Dream.
Ethan's
Like
Dream.
6 a.m.
Confirmed.
6:45 a.m.
Yeah.
Wait, what are you working again?
I work 6:45.
Like the
Gas station.
Gas and go.
He's got to open the gas station.
Gas station. Open it.
Gas station.
Remember, editor notes.
You're speaking to your editor right now, Ethan?
Which is Ethan,
Yeah.
yeah. Hey, future me, edit that out.
And future me, kill
Anyways,
me.
did you do an actual introduction?
Wait, guys,
What?
we forgot to do it. This is take 3.
Yeah, take 3.
Hello, you
yeah.
funny little people.
Welcome to the Context Sensitive Podcast.
Today
We've already
we'll be
fucked
talking
up
about-
twice.
And you're about to make it the 3rd.
Yeah.
So stop talking and let us do this funny little intro. Anyway, so with us today we have our good friend Jared.
Jordan.
Jorgen.
It's Jarth.
What do we call him?
It's Jarth from the
Jimmy.
podcast.
I
Jarth!
don't remember what we called him.
Jarth Mall.
You were in our
Jarth
story
Brooks.
last time.
Break.
Jarth Brooks. Oh, dude, I just said his full name.
Oh. You start speaking in tongues and you're like, I said
I said his true name, damn it.
I said his true unbegotten name.
I said his name in reverse again.
Alright, Ethan, I'll do your back. His full name is Ethan.
Redacted.
I'm gonna actually rewind it to where it actually sounds like my last name.
Yeah.
They take the sound bits of each noise I make and like space it out into your actual
It's
full
really
name.
weird. Jared did used to speak backwards in middle school. Like, that was a thing. You were trying to figure out how to say certain words backwards for the longest time.
Gavin,
that didn't go
I don't know
anywhere,
what
by
to
the
believe
way.
you
No.
anymore because you're kind of getting good
Jared
at
just
gaslighting.
agreed to that. So
That's what I mean. If it wasn't for Jared agreeing
I'm
to
so
that,
good at
I really-
gaslighting, even Jared believes
he's
it.
manipulating Jared into believing things that never happened.
Who think's the ultimate
No, I know
gaslighter?
what
I
didn't
think
happen.
Ethan.
Ethan.
I
say
think you're
I'm
the
up
best
there, though.
gaslighter of everyone I know.
Oh, well.
I am not good at gaslighting.
No, he's not good at it. He just does it constantly, and it pisses me off.
Actually, I kind of want to refute that. I can be good at it, but I just can't hold it for too long.
Well, Ethan only gaslights on things when he's not trying to actually make you believe something that's not true.
I usually
He just-
gaslight on really stupid stuff that I see in the moment. Like, I'll look at a bag of Takis, I'll go, do you know that's actually made out of, like, fermented cat herring?
He
That's
barely
what you did.
ever does that.
The how to slay.
No, that's
what
true.
you
That's
do.
usually what
The only thing Ethan ever does to me is I'll be like, "Oh, Ethan, did you know?" And you're just like, "Yeah, really?" And I'm like telling you like
That's not even gaslighting.
and you're like, "Really? Really? It
not
might
even-
as well be."
That's not gaslight, because I'm just
Oh,
being-
so it's just you being a
A dick,
yeah.
I'd say I'm decently okay at gaslighting. And that's not a good trait.
Gavin, you're
You're not really
just
good
a-
at gas.
you
Yeah, you're just
lie
a manipulative
It's
liar.
not
Liar.
not manipulative.
Pathological.
Yeah, you're just
I'm
pathologically
not a
lying.
pathological liar.
You kind of are. See, you just did it again.
Does he truly believe that is the thing?
Well, if he doesn't, then he's lying
If he
to
says
himself.
no, he's doing it again. So
And if he says yes, he's still lying.
No, look at his face, dude. He just did a little lip thing, bro.
he
That
does
means
that
he's lying.
constantly. Yeah, it does mean he's lying. That's how you know.
We'll have to put footnotes
Draw Gavin's the face that Gavin made.
Draw Gavin's lip thing.
He could draw Gavin's lip.
Gavin made a lip snap with his lips.
Okay, so Jared, how was your day today? Introduce yourself a tiny bit.
What do you do?
What do I do?
What did you do?
That's a good question.
Why did you kill him?
Why?
This is an intervention, but we'll get to that later.
Anyways,
Anyway.
what do you work? Don't tell us where you work at.
Where do you
What's
work?
your general position?
I do things.
His full address.
That's what Ethan wants on the podcast.
If we all spoke how Ethan wanted us to speak, it's like, yep, I went to the.
If you all
place
spoke
and-
how I wanted to speak, this would not be an interesting podcast. You'd literally be like, yes, that was very cool, Ethan. I think you were very insightful. Thank you for talking about Christian for 3 hours.
Dude, I could if I knew about him. I know some of
I would be
them.
dead on the floor within the 30-minute mark of you
Or
talking
her.
about Christian.
Even our friend, other Ethan.
Yeah.
Our
Cringy
friend,
Pokemon card,
You
Ethan.
don't have to call him that anymore.
our friend Ethan, like other Ethan, he even mentioned that he didn't like my Christian segments and they almost threw up during the last one.
Because
I
you
was
said
like-
that girl was gross.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
is.
she was, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean like,
Who
my
didn't
fucking
silence
God.
their phone?
throw it.
Was
Throw
that
it.
even my phone?
Yes.
I've never heard that before.
They're listening. Turn it off, turn it off.
Dude, put that on the fridge. That's like some
That's
CIA.
legitimately scary.
That's
I've
Christian.
never heard that. Like I've heard my phone make weird noises.
Are they in boy
That
or girl
one's
jail?
new.
What?
Are they in boy or girl jail?
Christian?
Christian.
Oh,
He's just in jail.
man.
Men jail?
Yeah.
I thought you were asking about the gender of the water bottles on the table
I
for a
think that was a
second.
YouTube notification.
What the hell?
Jinx.
Jinx, you owe me a soda.
Jinx,
Yeah,
you
yeah,
owe me a
yeah,
soda.
yeah, 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 yeah,
You
yeah,
were
yeah.
talking about Arcane, didn't you?
Yeah, why? Why did that make you think of Arcane?
Jinx.
Oh.
Yeah.
Dude.
No, like,
Her name is Powder. I'm not calling her that. I refuse to
Who
call her
the
that.
fuck would call her powder?
That's her actual name.
Yeah.
Jinx's born name was Powder.
Yeah,
Yeah.
blue meth powder.
But
That's
they
what
called
she snorts.
they called her Jinx because everything she ever did messed up.
Yeah.
Telephone powder.
she was a
Yeah, she was a
Jinx.
literal Jinx, so that's what they called her. That's what
From,
they
from
called
your
her.
expert League player opinion.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
What's your
Do we really
thoughts
have
on
to
that
talk
game?
about League? Okay, go on.
Next topic.
Ethan, who also plays
We didn't even
League.
get to Jared. You just kind of.
Oh yeah, we just
Then again, it was my fault too. We
Yeah,
just
we
skipped
kind of
it.
were all interrupting him. Jared, do you actually want to say, like, what you do or anything?
I'm
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
take your
You're
time.
a Pizza Hut retiree who's now
You
into,
are. You are.
who's now into IT.
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, that's
He's
Jared.
into it.
He's into the movie It.
Ethan, stop gaslighting. You're lying to our fans.
My name's not Jared. What are you talking about?
Ethan,
You need to
do
wake up.
remember
The
after the
podcast is
accident.
You need to move on. I'm
Well, now that
already
we-
dead.
We got jargon on. We need Blarf
I
eventually
need to
to
take
at
my
least
normal
balls.
pills.
fit this trifecta.
Maybe I really am dreaming.
You know Blake
Yeah.
worked with me for like
Who's
4
Blake?
days. You know Blarf worked with me for like 8 days and then he quit.
Really?
Censor that.
Yeah,
I
because
didn't know that.
he went to go work at the university.
Oh, okay.
Of
The actual concern on Randy's face was how he's like, I'm not allowed to share. You're confusing me.
he was,
Wow, that
Bro,
was amazing.
Censor that, bro.
You gotta censor that. That's not okay.
Yeah.
dude, that's not okay.
Those
You need to
How did you
leave,
make
dude.
that noise?
Dude, what the
Dude,
fuck
I
Did you
was
guys hear
that?
that?
Dude, that was my
Crazy.
Dude, he literally swallowed him off when he
He
was doing
literally swallowed him
I
up.
like eating moths. Fucking sue me.
Okay, frog man.
Like,
it.
What's wrong with being a frog?
There's
Oh, so
chemicals
now
in the
you're-
water turning the frogs gay.
Oh, are they? You got a problem with gay people now, too,
No,
Gavin?
Apparently you do, according to
Yeah,
2 takes ago.
Now
According
Gavin's
to 2
the
takes
gay
ago,
hater.
according to Gavin,
I'm
who's
not
also
the gay.
Every take is a new gay hater.
Every take is a new gay hater.
So who's the gay hater on the third
Okay,
take?
before we go on that tangent, what were we talking about before?
Hopefully not League of Legends.
Oh yeah, that's what we
Yeah,
were
you
talking
get your
about.
opinion on
you
Arcane.
brought it
My
up.
opinion on Arcane? In like what perspective?
I mean, like,
Like, was it a good show, or
yeah.
how well did it pertain to League?
I mean, clearly it didn't pertain to League much at all, but like, what was your opinion on the show overall?
Do you just want to talk over them?
Yes.
Please don't. It's the one thing we need to try not to
The one
do.
thing I want to do so bad.
Because I just very quietly heard just like, oh, you're
Tell
looking at it. I was like,
them
oh,
about myself.
Are you
I
gonna-
want to talk over them so bad.
Are you gonna spoil the movie?
the movie.
I haven't watched.
Oh.
Is it a show or
It's
a
a
movie?
It's a show.
Okay.
I haven't watched this.
I'm not
show.
gonna spoil
Oh yeah, I
it.
forgot. We
I can not
should
spoil
probably
it.
not
You
say
really
anything.
worried you're gonna be spoiled on
Spoilers.
Well, I
that?
can just say my opinion.
Well, I kind of want to watch it with Brandy.
That's
It
fair.
was.
She doesn't like League
Then why?
Oh, that's fair.
Why would you torture yourself?
because it's not League. Oh, it's League, but it's not like the game.
just the
It's the
characters,
show.
It has nothing to do with
Epic
the game
show
at all.
cringe game that I've only played on
The
the
story's
phone.
not that good.
You watched the whole show?
I haven't watched the whole show.
No,
but
he
I
just
know
says
League
League's story isn't good.
It's okay.
I don't think I look
it's
at
not
like
horrible.
Smite and be like, oh, dude, the lore.
There is no lore.
There
to
is no lore. It's
Smite.
just
It's actually
just
real
gods
life,
fighting each other.
I knew
A
Mythological.
bunch of pagan stuff.
Oh yeah.
But I would love to hear the lore on Smite, just like how Anubis is fighting Bob Ross on
Yeah.
a tree.
They put Jesus in the game. I'm pretty sure.
No, they did not.
Did they not?
No, of course
Oh yeah.
not.
Oh yeah. That was
April
that was a
Fools.
rumor.
That was
Yeah.
April Fool's
Remember
joke.
whenever they put Allah in Smite?
They couldn't.
They technically can't since
You wanna
it's
talk
supposed
about
to be
Muslim?
God.
What? No. They can't put all in or like images of the Prophet Muhammad.
Yeah, no, they can't do that.
Yeah. Just
That's
for
what,
They
that's
can't
what I
God.
said.
Didn't they use that in
They
like
can't dox them, guys.
Family Guy or
No.
something? They got- what was it? It was something like that.
what?
They,
Oh,
like,
the South Park was making
I was-
jokes
I was
I
about
love,
South
Family
Park.
I
Guy.
love how that
The Family
implies
Guy was
that
gonna
they
show.
know, but no one else does.
But Smite's about to leak like the
This mine's about to leak the Dead
It's
Sea
cool,
Scrolls,
Gavin. Me and
guy.
something I need to say this. I actually need to say this so that the viewers don't actually worry about me. I have a very chaotic laugh.
Oh,
I'm
yeah,
not
true.
having a stroke. I'm not dying
Jared-
actively. At least
Jared
I'm
will
not
either
trying
cry
to.
like a baby, be making tea, or just disintegrate.
Or
One of
remaking.
those three at any moment.
Or the shuffle button, which is whenever it's everything all at once.
Oh
and-
yeah,
and
true.
it's-
That's when it sounds like he's having a stroke, but don't worry, he's fine. Gavin, however, on the other hand, as we found out just a few minutes ago, laughs like an evil witch from any cartoon you've ever seen.
It was amazing because like you never actually hear him laugh because I guess we're not funny enough for him.
You guys really aren't.
Jared was like,
oh.
We try not
Wow,
to make him
he
laugh because he
interrupts-
starts to
he
feel
interrupts-
everything.
He interrupts me and Chase's conversation, and now he calls us unfunny. Why are you here?
Can we
Because
talk
you
about
invited me.
how Gavin, when he started laughing earlier, just started shoving food into his mouth?
yeah, that too.
I
How
Once
he,
we learned
how he
Gavin's
unclenched
laugh,
his mongoloid jaws to like take like a whole fucking hamburger
he
pile
Matt
of
Stoney'd the shit out of those chips.
He most certainly did Matt Stoney them fucking
It was like
dill pickle legs.
Yeah.
it was like the mask whenever he sees like the hot lady and his like jaw drops to the ground, tongue rolls out.
He did the same thing with those chips.
He did.
Yeah.
It was
That
honestly
whole
terrifying.
visual.
I don't even like dill pickle chips.
Why did
Apparently
you
you
eat
did.
all of them, Gavin?
I don't even know how you had such a perfect grip on them. Like you had a hamburger grip on
Yeah,
them.
no, there was a stack larger than most
I
hamburgers.
think he ate the bag.
Dude, did you just eat the bag? Gavin, did you just eat the bag of chips?
The
No.
whole bag?
The whole bag.
What were we
Plastic.
talking about?
Of the bag.
Not that. I know that.
What were me and you trying to say?
Smite,
I don't remember.
MOBAs.
I think it was after that.
Oh, the South Park using
Yeah.
the image
Yeah.
of Allah. or
Yeah, you were
whatever.
thinking
It was-
of South Park was like saying that Family Guy, like they were doing like this whole thing that Family Guy did like a episode where they showed the Prophet Muhammad, so they had to stop them before like Muslims like destroyed America or
Oh, but
something.
they had to, like just put a black box over it.
Yeah, and like everyone's like, "That's it." That was literally the end of the
Yeah,
episode.
because you can't. Oh, I forgot about that.
What was funny is that they had actually South Park had actually done Prophet Muhammad before, like actually showed him, and so they were like, "We already got away with that before. Don't you guys remember?" Like what? And then like they got like then one of their cars like exploded like the next day, like from like a car bomb.
Wait, actually?
Yes,
like in real
that
life?
actually happened.
Huh.
Like one of the creators or just one
Yeah,
of
in
the
real
One of the
life, their
creators,
car
like I don't know if
exploded.
it was Trey Parker or Matt Stone. It was one of those. It was one of them.
Wow, that's wild. I did not know that. Damn.
Yeah,
That's actually like legitimately scary.
yeah.
Because that was just like a day
Pull up a
after the
picture.
episode. Like,
Muhammad on the screen.
Dude, I don't even think you can look
Okay,
it up.
it's okay. Can you
Just
disguise
look up a
it?
random dude on Google and just put him up there, just like it's him.
It's a
Like with
picture of like
crappy JPEG caption, it's just like
Like generic man 25 is just there. And
It's like the whitest guy ever.
Well, Ethan, you can just disguise as one
Yeah,
of them now
that's
because
just
you bought
cinnamon.
that one thing.
My schmaltz.
Yeah, Schmile, however you pronounce it. I still don't know how you
It's
pronounce
not
it.
even
I
a real
forgot
image,
already.
it's like clip art. Of just
It's
something.
MS
picture
Paint.
Grayson.
Can we make? I wish we could make that. That would be the perfect outro.
Oh, we need that as the outro image.
That's him.
It him, Splat Tim. Oh, not that one. No, yeah.
That's such a banger angle, dude.
Honestly.
If we could like Photoshop him around and like make him look really distorted, we could probably use it. Like make his eyes like 10 times like farther apart.
Just
Make
do
his
That is
nose
the
like
picture.
longer.
That
Make him look like
picture.
every analog horror like video ever. How they stretch their fucking
Yeah.
faces.
Dude, you
out.
need to
Like,
do like how Vanny looked in like the original like trailer when they did like her like show off like jump scare, but they had her eyes like way too parted and she looked like a damn fish. They had them way too
like
full.
to add to my like portfolio of like what's it called, gaslighting. I want to get really good at Photoshop and just like tweak small changes
Dude,
on
Oh my
people.
god.
dude, I've been trying to learn Photoshop because of that.
Really?
That would
I'm not
honestly be
even-
really
I'm not
fun.
even kidding.
Have you seen that guy on TikTok that does
Yes.
that? He's a Photoshopper, but what he does is he Photoshops really scary shit into the most random place ever and then sends the people the art and they never fucking notice it. Like he'll put like really, really like obscured like people in like reflections and it's the most horrifying thing you've ever seen. But he sends it to them, they're like, that's great, thanks, and they never notice it and then they're using that art
Yeah.
for something. But he's photoshopped something horrifying in it somewhere.
It's like the people in the trees, like the like
Yes, he has like demons in the trees, like shadow demons that are like in the tree's shadow. That like
It's
you couldn't really
terrifying.
notice unless you stared at the image too long. It's horrifying
But
shit. I need to find
there's
one.
another guy, like he just he does like pictures of people and like he photoshops it and he'll like move their eyes slightly further apart or like change very small features, like
Make their teeth slightly yellow.
yeah, like slightly tint their teeth yellow, or like if their shoulders are like perfectly lined up, like tilt it.
Dude, that's what I want to do. Like just stupid shit that doesn't
Yes.
even like matter. Like
There's-
no one will
There's
notice.
so much stuff like that you can do with Photoshop. That's so much
Does either of
fun.
those people take like commissions?
I don't know, but you could probably
Can you
find
like
them.
commission them to do like wedding photos?
That's what
Oh
I was
my
thinking.
God.
I was honestly thinking, hey, could you guys edit my wedding photo? And
Like
they just
an
like there's just a
eldritch
hanging
demon.
fetus.
A slight bit of
Yeah.
escalation.
It's just sounds
That was
dope.
still pretty funny.
That's like those, you know, the was it
SCP?
SCP-173 for the,
The fetus.
or no, whatever it was, where he was in that
Yeah.
room. Yeah, and they had to like change it, or they had to take it down
Yeah.
because of that one guy.
Listen.
Or
Wait, what?
they had to like, they can't use that image anymore.
Why?
I think, I don't even know if it was the creator or
No,
wanted
it was
to do
the
it.
person that made the actual sculpture,
Yeah.
Yeah.
like the
sculpture.
actual concrete sculpture that is, you know,
In that
that
room.
represents.
Oh, that's CP-173?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Okay.
SCP-173. The person that made the sculpture was pissed that it was being
He
used
was?
as like a pretty much like a creepypasta. Yeah, and this is what I remember of it. I might be take it with a grain of salt, but he was pissed that it was being used as like a scary thing because his interpretation of it was vastly different than what they were using it for.
Yeah.
That honestly sounds like something. I believe that.
Or one thing, like the thing I remember is like I maybe I read it wrong, but I guess I thought he wasn't mad, but they went through all this stuff and they did it anyways, even though they didn't have to. But you might be right actually. But also, I've seen a lot of stuff on Twitter of people making their own, and it's pretty close, like the same idea
I
of
get
it.
kind of mad over that.
Yeah, it's
honestly.
like
If I
concrete
made the structure
structures.
and somebody else started replicating it because somebody used that.
I think it's weird that he got so mad about it because I don't think anyone else would have cared or knew about it.
I think that's good to like make
Honestly,
a
it
sculpture and it
spread
be so
his-
popular. Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, it is.
Yeah,
his
it's
choice.
not-
It
It
was
is his.
the insinuation of it being
Oh,
like
they
a
made it for-
scary thing.
oh, yeah.
That
But it
breaks
was-
your neck,
but
but,
it-
to
yeah.
him it was like a
But it-
really nice.
Yeah, like
sculpture.
for him it was like, oh, he probably was like, I don't know, this
Right.
is what I imagine, but he's like, oh, this is a representation of my childhood, and everyone's like, what the fuck?
It's gonna break my fucking neck! Like, it's not my neck!
Like,
I'm not gonna lie though, SCP-173 visually, it's not that scary.
I think
Yeah.
it's scary.
Really?
Really?
It's
Well,
a
Weeping
walk,
Angel.
but
I think
if
it's
you
mostly
look,
just a
if you
concept.
look at it again, you'll be like, oh.
True. I mean, I guess it's just a concept of the Weeping Angel aspect.
Oh yeah,
but,
Ethan hates Weeping Angel aspect.
Like, only in VR. I could probably deal with it in a game.
Oh my god,
Dude.
we were playing Security Breach, and I was like, "What is
Oh,
this?" And I
except
looked
for
away and
security,
looked back,
because
and
I
they
cannot-
twitched. And Ethan was like, "No," because he didn't want to play that segment.
Dude, your VR stories with Ethan are so funny.
Oh, we've
bro.
showed you the videos. Me and Chris fucking with you on the VR.
Yeah.
You
They
guys
tried
not
to
show me
blow.
the videos?
I thought Chris sent it to the group chat already, and you all
No,
saved it.
dude.
Oh, man.
No way.
Well, so like,
Yeah,
when I
we were
originally
playing-
had like my Oculus,
Oh, man.
or I think you might have brought.
I brought
yours
my
to house.
Quest.
Ethan was playing it, and me and Chris were like talking to him, like while he was doing. He's like, "What are you seeing right now? Or what are you doing?" And while Ethan was mid explaining it, since he was like explaining it loudly enough, it was loud enough for me and Chris to sneak out of the room quietly and leave. And we had my door cracked open, filming him. And Ethan was just like talking out loud for like a good 3 minutes, just playing it. And he was like, "Oh God, this is actually kind of. I can't remember what you're doing." And you're like, "Can't you broadcast this or something?" And like we didn't answer. And I looked at Chris, and Chris looked at me, and he was like, "Guys." And he like kept playing for a second, and then he paused and like lifted like the thing up. And he was like, like in the video, he's like looking around my room, and he's like, and I think he started to walk towards the door or something. I can't remember what happened.
I remember I
after
immediately
that.
walked away because, like, no, they're going to jump out and scare me. So I immediately, like, sat back down, and I was just like,
Contemplated,
Yeah.
consulted the orb.
Sat down.
yeah, I sat back down, and I was like, fuck it.
Dude, something hilarious
I
that
get
still
that.
kills me about that was Ethan had like help wanted, and like we were streaming it like
I was
to
so-
my phone so we could watch.
Dude,
him
I don't
do
care
it.
how much of a pussy I look like. FNAF VR is like the scariest
He was
shit I'll
playing.
ever
He was
experience in
playing
my life.
level 1 of FNAF 1, in which nothing happens. Where phone guy just talks
Listen,
and you win.
it's still
halfway
easy.
through, and he's like, "Oh!" and he just closed down the game for no reason at all. And Chris was like, "Ethan, quit being a pussy." And then Chris won. And then when I got to play it, I was like, "Oh, can I do the parts and service?" And Ethan was like, "You actually want to do that?" And I beat all of them without like a care. And there was literally a part where I tried to like grab a coin and like fucked up. And I was like, "Damn, I'm just gonna go back in, grab the coin, and then just like get myself jump scared to throw myself back to the menu." I said out loud to them, "I'm going to jump scare myself on purpose." So I reached down, grabbed the coin, and then fucked up Chica's thing. She jump scared me, and I can still hear Ethan skyrocket off of my couch in fear. And Chris starts losing it. I was like, "Did Ethan just jump?" And Chris was like, "Oh, he soared."
I don't care, bro.
Whenever Dom tells those stories, your face kills me, bro. It's so
What?
funny.
Ethan
Just
just
the way
a
you
little
shake your
baby.
head no.
Just a little baby.
You're in denial.
No, I'm not. I understand, but like, fuck, dude.
I'm not a big fan of like horror games, but I just don't like them a whole lot.
I think it'd be super fun watching someone play them.
I only like.
I think that's what Jared gets out of it. He forces me to play horror games all
It's
the
only
time.
horror games are only fun
Oh.
if you're experiencing them with someone else, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Although there are some exceptions.
Yeah, I get
because some of them
bored.
are like genuinely good.
I only like. This is gonna sound weird because I don't have that many examples.
Sorry,
I like
weird.
cute horror games like Little Nightmares and Little Nightmares 2.
Oh yeah.
I absolutely love those two games. FNAF to me is cute. I don't find it scary in the slightest.
Fair.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think if I. Is there another example? What's like. I'm trying to think of like an indie title because indie games do that a lot where they're like.
Is Gregory Horror Show an indie
Yeah,
game?
that one would work, I guess.
That's not an indie game.
It's not?
That was made by a big company, I'm pretty sure.
Who made it?
I don't know.
What company?
We'll look that up later. But I
Probably
guess that.
Atlas.
But
I
like.
made it.
Well, they probably published it.
It was Jared.
I made it
That's technically a
myself.
big game, though.
He did.
It's not
Still
indie
pretty
anymore.
big.
Well, if the creators made it, it's still indie.
Oh,
Even if it was published by a
He
big
programmed the
publisher.
whole thing in machine code. Bunch of zeros and
I
ones.
wrote it all in kanji.
Yeah.
What else is? I know I'm like missing one, like Fran Bow.
And then translated the kanji too.
Oh,
on the
Miss
computer
Misfortune.
screen
Misfortune,
with
yeah,
the-
Misfortune, definitely. Sally Face.
Little
No,
Misfortune.
Sally Face does not fall into that role.
What are your thoughts on like the old RPG horror games? Like the
They're
RPG
they're
Like
they're
Al
nostalgic.
Yeah.
I mean, like
I do kind of enjoy them.
Like-
They're kind of cheap though sometimes. Al-Oni does kind of still give me a bit of a fright, but like
I
I
never.
didn't care much for Al-Oni because it was just
it was
just
kind of lame.
like
That one
ooh,
part
spooky.
where
wasn't-
like it's actually like it actually has like the cutscenes or whatever. Those actually still kind of mess with me because those take you away from like the game for a second.
yeah, it's sort of like the Courage the Cowardly Dog sort of cutaway thing, so it just kind of catches you off guard.
Yes, it's like the violin girl from Courage the Cowardly Dog.
Yeah.
Because like I never liked playing horror games, and then Jared's all of a sudden like, hey, play this game. I'm like, what is it? Because you never do it unless it's a horror game, and then you're like, come play this game, and then I'll go do it, and then like I'll get like 5 minutes in, and I'm like, oh no, like I don't want to do this. But like some good has came out of it. Whenever I beat Witch's House, that was one of probably the best games I've ever played.
It's so good. It's
It
one of my
is.
favorites.
Oh, Spookies.
Witch's House.
Spookies is also a cute
Spooky's
one.
House of Jump Scares.
Yeah.
Oh,
that's not the
Mansion.
that's not the dollhouse version. 'cause
Spooky.
That one's trying to
Spookies
actually
was like
scary.
fucking scary. Like
But
in my opinion.
actual Spookies, we're just walking through the mansion and like every now and then like bink, not the dollhouse. The dollhouse was actually
That's
trying
scary
to be
too.
scary. Yeah.
Well, even the
So I don't
normal,
find
even the
Dollhouse
normal
cute.
game is still scary.
Yeah,
Mm.
I mean some of it can be.
It's mainly cute.
It's stressful.
Spooky's cute.
It's stressful scary because like it'll also, even if it's like the whole point of it is like, you know, you have like these cute little jump scares that pop out at you every once in a while, but it's like then they start getting more and more sinister and there's actual fucking people.
And you don't know what's gonna come next.
Yeah.
Or when it's gonna come
The
next.
the mask
or what
salesman,
it's gonna
the
do.
mask salesman and Spookies. No, no, I don't mess with that.
No.
Or
Just
the
no.
or the school. Did you remember the school?
Yeah,
That one.
The ghost that
Yes.
like just bores you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The deers got me.
Yeah.
Those are scary because I was like,
the
oh,
deer
look
god
at
that like lays the deers around
Yes.
everywhere. Yeah.
Yes, and then all of a sudden they're like fucking like
If
vicious.
you run into them.
Because I
yeah.
think deers are just intimidating.
What's the one that
Around.
like messes with you, like creates
They
like
are.
illusions where it like makes doors that aren't there, makes doors that are there disappear?
It's the one that's inspired by Silent Hill. I don't remember his number. It doesn't really have a name. It's just like a humanoid figure that like carries around like a sword.
Oh,
It's
okay.
sort of like Pyramid Head, but without the
okay.
pyramid.
I get you.
Just like a faceless.
There was also like a
Human
good couple months period where Jared just like sat in the band room of our high school and played like played Spookies.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. No. There was a time where every lunch at the high school, we would all the people in our all of our friend group, right, would go to the band room because the band room was empty, and we'd just sit there and do stuff. And I would bring I had a little laptop at the time, and I hooked it up with HDMI to the big like broadcast TV, and we would play video games.
I remember watching you play Spooky on your laptop. We were like sitting outside the cafeteria.
Mm-hmm.
I barely remember that, but I do. Also, Ethan was right. Gregory Horror Show was made and published by Capcom, so it's not in any studio.
I thought it was Atlas. But it seems
I
like
thought it
something
was too, but
Capcom
no, apparently
makes sense,
Capcom, yeah.
It seems like.
On top of that, like eventually they started locking the band room doors because we kept all going in there at lunch. So Jared, in his like brilliantness, developed like a setup to keep the doors unlocked at lunch just so he could break in and play Spookies on the TV.
I think it was literally breaking and entering at that point, but it was just so that we could go in there and play, like video games on the TV.
Yeah.
Well, wasn't that your
And-
next class after lunch anyway? Isn't that like the
We
class
didn't
you
have a
were
band
on?
class in high school.
No, not.
I mean, we did, but it was at the middle school.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Because I was about to say, what are you really hurting then if it even is breaking and entering?
And then like, especially
You know,
after
our high
It
school
was-
just a bunch
I
of
think the
cunts.
issue came in that there wasn't supervisors. Like, cause in the lunchroom it was always like the teachers that
Oh,
would
yeah.
kind
I
of watch
guess that's
over
true.
everyone, but like in the band room, no one knew you were there, and so like if someone got hurt, no one would know. That sort of thing.
I guess that's
Speaking
true,
of getting hurt in those situations, we could have gotten badly hurt because we would do a thing called broom fighting.
Hey,
Oh my god. Well, let's hear this because I've never
Okay.
heard this before.
Broom Fight Club
I remember this.
was amazing.
Right.
Okay,
One rule
so
about Broom Fight Club,
you don't tell anyone about Broom Fight Club
unless you're on a podcast.
unless you're on a podcast with ambiguity.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that like little asterisks below the rules? Like that's
Yeah.
that. Okay.
So it was this game. It was kind of like fencing.
Yeah, it was inspired by fencing, right? We wanted to fence, but
Yeah.
obviously we didn't have the stuff to fence. So we made do with what we had.
Yeah, so we'd each get a broom, and of course you take the bristle end, because you don't want to stab someone or hit someone with the stick part. So you take the bristle end, and like your goal was to what, like hit them in the chest?
It was in the chest, and you couldn't hit them in the head because that would
And below the belt, of course. Like,
in the head or below the belt was like penalty.
Yes.
But arms didn't count because you could use your arms to move the broom out of the way, like sort of like a shield sort of situation. But if you got hit in the chest,
I'm pretty sure in fencing rules, if you get poked in your arm, it doesn't count. It has to be a poke straight in your chest.
I think so. But so it was a pretty good setup. In all honesty, like the rules made sense. You had to get them in the chest. It was first to 3, and if you hit them in the face or like below the belt, they got a point. Like you got penalized for it. And so it started with just Jared and like 2 other people in our band class. And they'd be down there, and Jared was the reigning champ of Broom Fight Club for many a day until I decided to come into the band room and shock the world with my Broom Fight Club skills.
Yeah, he did school me a couple times.
I was a little bit too aggressive for Broom Fight Club.
Oh, majorly. I left with scars.
Oh
That's
my
what
God,
started.
Gavin.
You started playing.
So because you are hit, like you're poking at them with the bristled end.
Yeah.
So it got to the point, like if you got like really heated about it, you'd like go for the jab.
Just break it over their head.
You'd go for the jab as hard as you could, and like the bristles would stab them.
Mm-hmm.
And so like at the end, Jared like showed me his hands, and they were like puncture wounds
like
on
really-
like the bristles.
It's like you're stabbing him with horsehair. Horsehair.
Yeah, one thing that I learned, at least I for sure learned that day, was Gavin has a really, really intense self-defense mechanism, just like in general. And so like, even if it's just, playful broom fighting,
Yeah,
he gets adrenaline
I
Oh
do.
my God.
I do.
if he feels threatened in any way.
It works for any sport too. Like
Yeah.
we were playing volleyball. I used to get really hyped with volleyball in high school. Not high school, college. I literally took this last semester. I took a volleyball class last semester, and like I just started getting like really hyped up into the sport because it's just volleyball, but you play it like a racquetball court, and you can hit the ball off the walls. So except for like the back wall and the ceiling, because they're out of bounds. And so you're just able to like spike off the walls and stuff. It was really fun. I got like really into it in the time.
That just reminded me, years ago, our friend Aaron was at my house. Like,
I don't know what's happening.
I don't know what's happening.
I'm sorry. I just got done talking to Gavin, and I just turned my head, and Chase was just sitting there staring at me with like arms crossed, leaned back against the wall, like he's trying to sell me something in a dark alleyway, and I didn't know how to feel about that. That's kind of intimidating.
Randy, stop intimidating Jared with your aura, I guess.
I'm sorry. I thought volleyball sounded cool.
That
You
does
come
sound
down to the
kinda
college,
I
you can
didn't-
play it.
Dude, I suck at volleyball. I remember they made us play that like in school, and they made every single person like serve.
Yeah,
And I like never made a serve.
I didn't either.
It was rough. It was brutal. But I actually wish I played sports in high
But
school.
seriously,
Kinda
we
do
have
too.
a volleyball club at our college.
Volleyball's epic.
It's a guys volleyball club. It's so fun. I've been tempted to go. I've like talked to a couple people who have went. They go there like every week. It seems fun.
Okay, that would be cool.
Speaking of sports,
Okay.
I feel like just about I don't. Okay, I think just about every school has done this, right? PE class,
Yeah.
one game.
Okay.
It might go by different names in other places. Does everyone here remember Pac-Man tag?
Yeah.
Yes.
They stay on the line.
We just
You
call it
have to
Pac-Man.
stay on the lines,
I do
and
remember
there's
that.
like some people with like
You have
the
to-
vests on
You
that
have to
are
walk
ghosts.
the lines of the basketball court that were painted on, and
Yeah.
one person who's Pac-Man would be chasing you down.
Yeah, and if you get tagged, you go out and you go like sit on
Well,
the
for us,
bench
we just sat
or
where
whatever.
we were.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what it was. Because you could be tagged back up.
Oh
Yeah, you
yeah.
could be rescued.
I think there was different like game modes
Yeah.
and stuff.
Yeah, every
Yeah.
one of our coaches did that, but it just wasn't a fun game. Like we
Yeah.
only played it like twice ever. We were like, that was
I
cringe.
did too.
We
It
hated
was
it.
weirdly intense.
Dude, yeah.
I would get so
Well, the reason-
mad, though. I
the
would
reason we
ball
hated it-
whenever people would cheat, like they would like jump over a line, and I'm like,
They're like, no, dude, I went line to
the
line.
line's there, and it was like, and no, I just walked really fast,
I didn't
and it's
touch
just
this
like,
face.
bruh.
It's called power up, dude.
I hit the cherry, dude.
Dude, that's exactly what I
He
was
just
gonna
has a
say.
cherry in his pocket. He
The-
eats it.
The reason that game was never fun for us is because when we do it, our coach would be like, all right, who wants to be Pac-Man? And then, like, the fastest, most athletic kid was like, I'll do it. So then, like, the rest of us were fun because he was just bolting down the court at, like, Mach 10.
I don't
You
think
could not
I
get away
ever,
from
I
it.
never really had fun in PE because I was just a fat, overweight little boy.
Like, even in middle
So-
school.
Dude,
I
come
think,
on.
Especially
I
not
think,
in middle
I think
school.
in like primary school, middle school was like when I went crazy.
There was probably a couple of games that I enjoyed. But
Bro,
was probably
pin dodge
Dude.
basketball, bro.
Do you guys think that pin dodge basketball
Pin
too?
dodge was so much fun. I'll
Pin-
never
oh
forget
God.
that. to my
Pin
day.
dodge,
That was amazing.
capture the ball.
Oh, that reminds me of a story.
Capture the flag.
One of our
Yeah.
classmates threw softball in middle school. She had a crazy good arm. She nailed Ethan in the face one time with one of the balls. Of course, they were just like little soft, foamy
Me?
balls. Or no, it was me, I think. Was it me? I mean, she hit everybody, of course. I think it was me.
What the hell
Yeah.
are you talking about?
Okay. I'm pretty sure it was me.
Jeez, what?
Yeah,
Don't remember.
that's what the joke was. She hit me so hard, my glasses flew off my face, and I literally just like fell down because she had the arm,
Yeah.
and it like literally knocked me to the floor. And when I got up, Tatum was like almost crying because she thought she'd shattered my glasses and hurt me. But when like I stood up, she's like, "Are you okay?" I was like, "Yeah, I'm fine." And then like Chris was there, and I was like, damn it, I should have acted like I lost my memory from that. And she like looked at me because I just said that out loud. I was like, you would have cried. And she was like, yeah, I would have. I was like, man, I wish I would have committed to that bit.
Oh, I didn't know you were talking about Tatum.
Yeah, Tatum.
Tatum school.
Yeah, Tatum
It
was
was
cool.
cool. I love her dogs.
I love
Oh, yeah,
her mom.
dogs. I was like, dog good? I forgot about, I forgot about
You forgot what dogs were?
Yeah, I forgot she had two of them.
Oh.
But
Does,
yeah.
does anyone know what the like the parachute thing was in PE? Like, what was that for?
When you're supposed to get sharked under, dude.
Yeah, well, it's like okay.
The giant rainbow wheel. Like,
Yeah, let me
yeah.
explain this just for anyone that doesn't know what I'm talking
It's a
about.
16-pound child parachute
Dude,
in case you're really
it's
high.
ginormous.
So,
It's cute.
I'm-
Where
Wait,
did they
hang
get
on.
them? Where did someone sell them? And like, every school is like, I need one of those.
It's a random back
So me and
alley.
Dom,
Like,
me and Dom are gonna be the only ones who understand this. So back at elementary,
like
was there not a
Farback
time?
Elementary?
Far back.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Was there a time where Ronald McDonald came and we did some stupid shit with those like parachute things?
Yes, there definitely
That
was.
wasn't a fever dream.
It was
that happened.
it was the house of Ronald McDonald
Yeah,
showed up,
no,
and it
we-
was supposed to be like a
because they had-
fundraising thing too. But we just
Yes.
played with a guy dressed as Ronald McDonald
no, I know
That was
exactly
so
what you guys are
weird.
talking about. We did that too. At least.
because he went like everywhere. Oh, at redacted, you mean?
Oh, yeah.
Good job. Anyway,
After
but yeah, no, I
Doing
do.
so
I
good.
bet you sang that. I was like, "What the fuck is he talking about?" And I was like,
No,
"I
at White
remember
Castle,
like
you mean.
McDonald."
Yeah, yeah,
Dude,
White Castle.
Your reaction is just like the caveman who tried Baja Blast for the first time.
Yeah, my soul shot out of my body and into remembrance. Seriously, no, those parachutes were whack because I was like, how do we play a game with it? It's like, oh, we're going to be abducting you. And I'm like, you made that up on the spot. You don't know what the fuck this thing is.
I don't know how people. I'm not a good feet yanker, dude. People be hanging on for dear life. I don't know what they be holding
I
on
think we
either.
played two different games.
Oh, what did you guys play?
I don't remember what
I
I
do
do
remember
know.
getting
There was
pulled
someone
into the
underneath the
fucking
tarp
parachute.
yanking people.
Yeah.
Now here's the thing.
I'd be sucking, dude. Oh.
Phrasing, Randy. Phrasing.
I
No
think
phrasing.
What were you going to say?
I was gonna say, like, I don't. Since I was so stupid as a child, I don't even think I understood what the whole fucking point of that was. So I think I'm pretty sure I just stood around it and I was like, what the fuck are you guys doing? Like,
Wait, oh my god, another memory just hit me. Because a guy posted a TikTok video about this not too long ago. You remember the little, like,
Yes.
the little, like,
I already know what you're talking
yeah, Gavin knows the TikTok. That guy's really weird. Yes, I can read your mind.
Do you all proof of Gavin being a
Yes.
pathological liar?
Yeah.
Disagrees with everything.
No,
He's
Gavin
talking about
knows
the
what it
little
is.
boards
I sent
with
it
the
to him.
wheels.
So it's the little boards with the wheels that you'd ride on your knees. The sides of them, like, you know how they had handlebars? That wasn't to hang on to. You were supposed to put your hands under them, and it would protect your fingers
Yeah,
from
Dude.
bumping into shit. That was the
Oh.
purpose of it.
I was totally
You're supposed to
little.
put it in between that, so if you hit a wall, you wouldn't crack your fingers.
Bullshit.
Or if
I
you hit
just use
something
my
else.
stomach.
Dude, I got
That's why I like
cracked in there, bro.
Dude, that was the most fun shit, though. When
I
the
didn't
teacher's
mind
like,
that.
here you go, kill each other. That's how it was. It's like, okay.
Yeah, there's literally no point for those like
Yeah, it was
skate.
just kill each other.
It's just give a bunch of children like wheels.
How's this
Platforms
physical
and
education?
slam
What are they
into
doing?
Square skateboard and murder. Like,
I
that's
love how-
really what it
I
was.
love how the education system, like every school decided, like, okay, they have to, PE has to go like this. They have to have these little boards with wheels on them.
That's the same thing with the giant parachute,
Yeah,
though. Like, what?
it's like-
I've never seen one of those in my entire life except our middle school.
That's the thing. And apparently, like, every other school has done that.
Because I've seen
Yeah.
people all the way from, like, Nebraska talk about this
If
shit
people from
on
Nebraska
TikTok.
had it, you know that it was a big thing.
Good job, Dom. Now they know we don't live in Nebraska.
We'll just censor it
Well, we're slowly
Well,
narrowing
censor
down.
Nebraska.
3 times, and then when we say Nebraska, this one won't be.
Okay.
Really?
No,
Yeah.
that's too much work.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Too much work for Ethan, the editing guy.
He's not on the podcast. He's
Yeah.
edits.
Yeah.
Yeah, he just edits.
Replace every time we said Nebraska with
Nebraska.
Where we actually live.
Replace that zip code.
Replace every time I said Nebraska with Ethan saying Nebraska. Same for Dom with Jared.
If I said the first letter of our zip code,
Dude, I can't do what all
The first letter.
the first number.
He said the first letter of our zip code. Alright, hey guys, the first letter of our zip code is Q.
They found us.
Good job, Jared. You just doxed us.
Yeah, yeah.
alphabetically.
Well, they'll have to get through Ethan and his airsoft dog when it actually reaches.
Yeah, it's like I wanted to wait before.
What did you want to do with that tomorrow?
Just shoot it a little bit.
Yeah, what?
It's just a,
We
like,
did dox the
Yeah.
location.
we'll
What
go
would
down to,
actually
we'll
happen?
probably just go down to work and
He
get
kills
a
on
cardboard
It's
box.
It's a zombie apocalypse. We have to board up the windows, climb on the roof. Just everyone's coming to our location the moment we dox ourselves. Just everyone, just a crowd of people. Like not even everyone that's watching the podcast because our numbers aren't that high. But
Yeah.
like they tell their friends and they tell their
So we become a world like sensation, but in a horrible way.
No. I like to think that like we don't even post the video, but the second you dox us, like even just over the mic, like I mean, you bombed.
Oh my god.
Like,
I like how the only people who watch this are like our friends.
yeah.
Yeah.
They all know us, sort of.
What were you gonna say? Phone
Unless,
numbers?
unless you, the viewer, are not our friend.
Unless you
And then
know
why are
who
you here?
Jakey.
Can't
Oh.
say his name.
He's not.
Can't say Jakey.
He's
Dude, you
Spark
guys should went
Buckets.
to McDonald's. Oh wait.
You can say
Can
that.
That's not a million.
Can I say Jakey works there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, so
I mean,
wait.
Jared's an ex-Pizza Hut convict. Like,
That's good. Oh, okay. It's just,
There's only one McDonald's and we exactly where we are now.
is that because grocery places on
It's
the
been-
Ethan's just censoring our workplace for no reason. He just doesn't believe that there's as many of them as there are.
Yeah, I think there's like over like
I
almost
literally
200.
did research it. I wouldn't have like started.
How much do you
censoring
think
it,
there is?
From what I've seen, I don't know. There's like.
I thought you
but,
said you
like,
researched it.
I did, but I don't know the exact fucking number.
Well, what do you think it's in the whatevers?
listen. By the way,
There might be at least 100.
There's more than 100.
Probably.
There's
I-
132 stores.
How many?
132 of them.
Why are we-
less than I
which is a
thought.
lot.
I thought there was 180.
But that's a lot less.
Well, they range all the way from like the opposite half of the U.S.
From
to
this place
where
to
we
this.
They
are.
don't actually. That's what I found out because you can actually go on the website and it will tell you the locations. And as far the farthest they went down was like
Here.
yeah.
Huh? Mouth it again. Mouth it more. Netherlands?
it's not even a
In
it's not even a state.
Nebraska.
Nebraska.
Yeah.
Cringy Pokemon card, Ethan, brought this up. You left.
Just call him Pokemon card, Ethan. You don't have to call him cringy, Gavin.
Yeah, it's just mean, Gavin.
No,
he kind of started.
he brought up the fact. He brought up the fact that you guys called him that in the first podcast, and I kind of just want to keep it going.
At least
Wait,
you have
you
it-
guys
Because he
called
watches
him that?
these.
I don't
And now
remember
you're
calling
mad at
him.
him for saying
I don't
that?
remember calling him that, but apparently I was the one that uttered those words, but I don't remember saying that ever.
But
Yeah,
yeah,
kind of
he
a-
found
kind
out
of a
you
bastard.
you accidentally forgot to bleep out the town we live in the last episode.
There
No, I
once-
didn't.
You do be what?
I actually didn't.
He said
He tried to say that, but like I told him that no, it wasn't. He misheard.
I mean,
Like, I really didn't.
he brought up the clip. I heard it.
Oh.
Like, I'm pretty sure that's what we said. At least it sounded similar.
Trouble.
But then again, the name of our town, there's like 90 of them across the U.S.
Yeah, there actually are quite a few.
We live in different towns.
This town you're currently in, Chase.
I hate this town.
That's fair.
Small ceilings everywhere.
Chase,
What?
what don't you hate?
What the fuck, Randy?
What don't I hate?
Yeah.
But speaking
Oh.
of,
No, let Chase answer this.
What do I not
What is
hate?
Chase?
What don't you hate?
Everything, almost, except
astrology.
Chase is sauce Gucci, huh?
okay. I'm
Chidori.
skipping.
Pass.
Pass. I pass it on to Gavin.
What?
What don't you hate?
You.
Aw.
Aw.
So you hate
The viewer.
everything else?
The viewer.
The viewer at home.
Me listening to it later.
I'll say that passes. What about you, Ethan? What don't you hate?
Oh, racist Ethan
Hey.
on the board. Huh?
I don't hate pagans.
But you hate everything else?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Oh.
except for you guys.
We're all white.
Chris is.
What is Chris? He's Mexican.
He's a minority,
He's not black.
so technically I get away with it.
You have any
Yeah,
black
He's
Chris-
a good
Yeah,
friend.
yeah.
Chris-
Ethan's
Oh,
not
you're
racist. He's
black
a
friend,
Mexican
Chris.
friend.
Yeah,
I'm
he has
a
the
black
token
friend,
Mexican friend, as Chris
Don't
calls
you?
himself.
You remember Chris?
I have a black cousin.
Chris?
Don't you have a Jamaican cousin?
I do have no. It's Jamaican uncle.
Oh, uncle, you're right.
I remember every time we call you
Are
racist, you bring
Jamaicans?
that
Are
up.
Jamaicans? Yeah, never mind.
Are they black? Yeah.
I was only thinking that because like I don't know if they actually came from like
Africa.
yeah, because they live in. Well, I mean I don't know. I guess it's like a whole thing of
Yeah, well, that was a very solid.
So you want
I
an
mean, they're
ethno
Jamaican.
state is what you're saying.
well, yeah. I just meant like if it was like I don't know.
I was not even like a part of that. My brain
Yeah.
just said that because I'm literally talking.
Okay.
I mean, other Ethan. Oops. Blurred that one.
You're
Anyway.
such
That's
a
what happens when
fucking
you refer to
bot.
people by their first names.
What?
But yeah. Anyway, about other Ethan. Cool,
Cringy Pokemon card, Ethan.
just
Ethan
2.0.
Well, fuck,
Yeah.
we're gonna have to call him by that whenever he's on here because we can't refer to both of you as Ethan.
we can't call him by his full fucking name.
No, but we'll probably have to refer to him as his last name.
Well, they
You
didn't
have
know that was his
another-
last name.
Another thing to call him.
Like, yeah.
Let's start calling
Call
him.
him Tebow.
All right,
T-Bull.
all right, Ethan. If you're listening to this, we're gonna start calling you Sasquatch.
Don't
From
call
now
him
on.
Sasquatch.
What's wrong with Sasquatch?
That's so rude. That's
Everything.
racist, Ethan.
He's white.
Are you sure?
Wait.
Maybe.
Do you
What
mean-
does that have to do with
Yeah.
it?
Yeah, come on.
Why was
So
Sasquatch
wait,
be
why
a racial slur?
only like brown people can be called Sasquatch?
Is that what you're saying?
Are you saying only brown
Why are
people
you
can be
saying
called
no?
Sasquatch,
I thought you
Ethan?
were just calling him Harry with big feet. I was like, that's kind of mean, honestly.
No, I was just calling him that because it's a cool nickname. I
I'll
like
probably have to
Sasquatch.
refer to him as his last name, though.
Okay,
You
wait,
said that Sasquatch was a bad thing.
wait.
You know what's a cool nickname?
What?
What was that nickname earlier? You said it sounded
Jared
really
just
cool.
says our address.
Jersey something.
Oh, Jersey,
No, that was-
Jersey
that was
Rob.
Oh, Jersey Rob. He's
Jersey
from Jersey.
Rob.
You know Jersey's beside New York?
Oh, I thought it was because he wore jerseys.
No, because he's
Yeah.
from Jersey.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah, that's how he talks too.
Jersey.
He's very upset at. He has Doc Martens and he doesn't like to go in the rain because they shrink.
Oh.
Is that all you know of him?
And he's from New Jersey.
Yeah, so that is already, that's Randy's.
He
gift of
always
all
he
of
gives us
his.
tips. He's like, if you ever go to New York, here's your tip. But he talks like a New Jerseyan. And also we're like, hey, can you say this? And he'll say it. And he's like, are you making fun of me?
You need to get him to the ball more.
He didn't meet him one day. His
accent.
name's Rob. His name's Rob. Well,
Jersey Rob.
Say
Shit, we need to come up
Jersey
with a
Rob.
nickname for Ethan.
Jersey Rob.
We're just gonna have to call him by his last name, bro. There's no other way to do this.
Let's call him Landings.
Doesn't it?
What does that mean?
Lands.
Why? Why call him?
Lands.
Ask him
Does
what
that
he
do
wants to
anything?
mean it called.
That's true. I could just ask him. Probably his last name.
He
is
says,
what
I
he
would
was
like to
saying.
be called
Call him
Ethan.
Nematode.
Nematode. That's a cool one. I like that. Nematode.
Ethan's like, no, thank you.
What do you mean?
What if you go by Nematode?
Yeah. From now on, you're.
I'm
referred to
not
as
calling
Nematode.
Ethan
Yeah.
Nematode.
Why?
That's
No.
horrible.
Why is that
See,
bad?
we're
They're-
thinking about it the wrong
They're
way.
hilarious.
I
We
think
don't
I'm
need to
Pokemon.
change Ethan 2's name. We just need to change Ethan 1's name.
Call him Ethan too.
Name. Let's call him Sasquatch.
Call Ethan Ginger Ethan.
I'm totally down for calling Ethan Gingerbeard for the rest of the rest of our
Dude, that's not even
histories of
cool.
the podcast.
That's not even fucking cool.
That is cool.
That's not.
All in favor of calling Ethan Gingerbeard? Say
Dude,
aye.
Aye.
Okay.
You know the
That's not. I
YouTube,
don't like that.
the YouTube like wallpaper
actually against my
thing
religion.
changes
What?
like just colors hair orange.
Oh yeah, the thing. What's her name drew for our cover art? Just have her redo your face, but just give you a red
Fuck you. I don't have a red beard.
Oh.
Her hair is like
Well,
really
Pokemon
brown, but
Ethan
your
just sent me a
beard is
voice
red.
message. Should I play this out
Yes.
loud while we're on?
You told me
Sure.
not to do that when Jared sent me
Everyone
a
quiet.
voice
Everyone
message.
quiet.
Alright, well, let's hear what he had to say.
I'm at a friend's house, dude. Don't do it to me. We're playing Mario Party, and I'll look for it tomorrow, and you can just, if you do refer to me on the podcast, just call me cringe Pokemon Ethan. Fine, that's what you did the last time.
He sounds so
There you go.
depressed
No,
about
he
it.
sounds
Gavin had
baked
it.
out of his mind.
I don't know if
had
it's
it right
right
from the start.
Okay, well, we can just
Dude, he's
refer to him as
zooted
that.
playing some Mario.
Yeah, I think
He
he's
is
zooted right now. But anyway, that was
All right.
that was a sneak peek to our next.
I'm
guest.
sorry we called you cringe Pokemon Ethan, so I guess that's what we're referring
But I
to.
mean, if he thought
For
it
the
was
sake of
funny,
the
might as
story.
well.
But he actually did something very nice for me.
That's true. Yeah, he
All
bought.
of you were actually going to do something very nice to me, but he
He won a lot.
You had to beat us to the punch.
Yeah.
did. He got me an airsoft gun that I had been very much eyeing down. It's an airsoft like version of a Styler AUG, and it like looks and feels like the real thing.
So you got a girlfriend,
Me?
Ethan?
No,
Which one?
No, other Ethan.
I don't
Ethan
know.
Cringe.
I don't know.
Does
Actually.
he actually want to be Cringe Pokemon Ethan?
Yeah.
I mean, I guess he.
What's
must
his
have.
last name?
I just said it, but
Cringe
I can't say it
Pokemon
again.
Cringe
Ethan. That's his full
What if you
name.
just redact it? What do you?
That's
Because
just
we've
more
already
work
said
for.
it.
That's just
We
more.
already
work.
said it.
He has one.
His name.
Oh.
Gavin, you can't say that.
You
last
just
time.
said both!
That's
You fucking idiot!
I don't know that.
I was literally not saying that joke because that would give away both last names. But there you go, Gavin. Now you have to make Ethan do more work than less. When I was literally just gonna show Randy his last name on my phone.
But
But yeah, no. Other
He-
Ethan got this Ethan airsoft dog because he was absolutely in love with it from the moment he looked at
yeah,
it.
it was like a kid in a candy store going into an airsoft shop for the first
It
time.
was hilarious because Jared doesn't even know the story because when we went in there and we like Ethan just locked eyes with it and he was like, "That's an Og." And we were like, "Yeah," and he was like, and the guy in the store was like, "Yeah, man," and took it off the shelf and handed it to him. He goes, "That's so cool." And like days afterwards, we'd just be talking to him. He would not be listening to anything we were saying. He would just randomly go, "Oh, that Og." Like he was literally like he fell in love. And then so they decided to, or Ethan decided to get it for him because he won the lottery.
Oh my fucking
Which was
gosh.
cool.
My friend Aaliyah, I remember she said she was playing Mario Party, and I'm like, oh, that Ethan is playing Mario Party, and I'm like, who are you playing with? And she's like, oh, Ethan, Jenna, and Danny.
Yeah, so it's the same girl.
Oh,
That's what.
yeah, that makes sense. They
Is
went
he
to the same
actually
school.
playing with our boy?
Yeah.
What are the fucking odds of that?
That was scary.
Wait, that makes sense.
Ask him if it's the same one.
It definitely is.
Yeah, so-
Wow, that's
because-
kind of actually shocking.
Specifically, I don't know if I can say this. You'll probably have to cut it out.
Don't say it.
Just don't say it.
I mean, it's kind of relatively important to the whole
Oh,
context.
Sensitive?
How about I say
Are
something?
you trying to say
instead?
that it's context sensitive?
Podcast?
No.
Yeah.
Way to bring it full circle, Jared.
That-
What were you gonna say? Oh no, wait. We'll have to redact
Yeah,
it.
you can't
Then
say
shut
it.
the fuck up. We already have to redact too much stuff.
I'll
from you
hold on
anyway.
to it.
Ginger beard?
Don't ever
No, but that
I
floats
want
so
to
well.
interview.
Don't ever call me
Can I
that.
interview you?
Honestly, yeah. The rest of us will.
Okay,
The rest
that'll
of
be
us will go quiet.
Yeah.
Jared,
Yeah.
Jared, do your
I'm
interview.
just gonna lay on the floor.
Alright.
Wait. Is this already planned? Were you guys like?
No.
You guys definitely planned.
This is an intervention.
And why are you on the floor?
Kevin's laying down. Is it too warm in here? Do you have to
Yeah.
get cold on the
okay?
floor?
Gavin's
Yeah.
kind of like one of those
No, I'm good.
lizards.
It's just too hot.
Okay, Jared, go ahead with your interview.
Alright.
It's about my beard.
Ginger beard.
I'm not. Please don't call
What?
me that.
What would you like me to refer to you as?
You know, the name you've referred to me as when you first met me.
This is what are you?
Ramen Pringles.
Pringle beard?
Josuke.
Yeah.
That just sounds like
Pringle
got Pringles in my beard.
Pringle.
Just call me Ramen Pringles.
Or ginger ramen? Anyway, I had some questions prepared for you.
Ginger Josuke.
Let's hear
What are your thoughts on the
it. This is good.
what are
Looking
your
pretty
thoughts
bad.
on the tension in the East China Sea?
I think it's
No, go ahead.
Go
ahead,
Give
let's
us
hear
your
it.
opinion.
Take your time.
Detention
think
in
it's-
the East China Sea.
I think that we should like send like hog riders over there to try to deal with that. I mean, probably skeleton balloons would probably work better. Cause like hog riders can't really go in water. I don't think, unless like there's something else they can do.
I mean, yeah.
Like
I
they
think
definitely
hog
need some
riders
kind of
do-
intervention. So I think like the balloons would probably definitely help with that whole situation.
skeleton balloons and hog riders do help with territorial disputes.
Right?
So
Maybe get a Sparky on there.
Jared, if there's a punchline, please get to it quickly. This bit is nothing.
Rancid.
Gavin, you're in the floor. Shut up.
You want to talk about rancid? Look at your back. Ew.
Shouldn't have laid on my floor. Now you got the play.
Damn it.
Acrid be like.
Why are there plague rats in your floor?
Well, go on.
I had a few others, but no, you guys.
Why'd you stop him? That was a funny skit. Keep going.
Was
Keep going. I like that skit. I
My
like
humor
interviews.
juices has ran short.
All
ran
in
thin.
favor of Jared's interview, say aye.
And
And I overruled
But
it.
like
just
one
keep going.
person.
No,
Okay, you gotta interview Chase now.
No, Chase.
No, finish interviewing.
Chase, think about the
Wait.
tension.
That,
Wouldn't you?
he said, are they
Yep.
doing the, oh,
Cringy
what's his middle
Pokemon.
name too?
I don't know.
Interview time, Chase.
Wait,
No,
he
wait,
s-
finish.
Wait, what were you
Wait,
saying?
do it with
Wait,
me.
wait,
But
wait.
he said, he said, are they doing the podcast tonight? Those bastards.
What's that supposed to mean?
I don't.
Oh yeah, he wants to really be on the podcast.
Yeah, he's going to. Wait, Ethan, wait your turn,
Wait,
man.
no,
You'll
no, no,
be
no.
on
You
there.
do that with him. Do it with him. I'm with it. I'm on it. I'm with
Yeah,
it.
you're.
No, but
Wait, why can't you finish it with me?
you both. How about both of you?
Okay.
As a couple. No, well, I asked
As
you
you-
one.
As the gay couple you are.
Okay.
Gingerbeard. I asked you one, and
That just
now
seems mean.
Mine kind of ginger.
Just
now
seems
it's
mean.
Chase's time.
You're
Okay.
like pinpointing one of the flaws in my body and like kind of nailing that name for me.
Are you calling being ginger a flaw?
Yes. I have a problem with being
Are you
ginger.
discriminating against ginger?
I'm discriminating against myself.
This
I'm Uncle
interview's
Tom.
getting interesting.
You haven't
You
even
can just
asked. You
confirm
only
he's
asked
ginger?
about the Southeast
Wow.
Asian seas. Like I don't.
They learn more and more
What-
about
what-
you every
the
podcast.
What were your?
Hog riders and balloons.
Anytime.
Alright.
I need to
Chase.
have it like on a soundboard where like every time Ethan's like, I do believe in global warming. I just have it on a soundboard, just like the clip of Ethan saying he hates global warming. Anyways,
Chase,
I like it anyways.
what do you consider to be your weaknesses?
Like physically, like that would kill me.
Sure.
Uh,
Your weaknesses.
Emotionally.
Jennifer.
Alright, Ethan.
We told you not to bring up Jennifer on the podcast.
No, he's allowed to. We let it slide the first episode ever.
Ethan.
Oh, now me. Ethan.
I think his name's Gingerbeard. Thank you very much.
Why were you fired?
Ooh.
Fired.
Ooh.
Fired
Tell us
from what?
about the accident, Ethan.
Tell us about the incident.
It's just mean. You know that?
Villainous.
I'm gonna bring that up.
Got the whole squad on that one, honestly. That was... Round of applause, everybody. That was wow. That was so good.
It wasn't funny, Jared.
What's the timestamp?
Almost
Chase,
an hour.
Chase,
Almost an hour.
your interview question. Your interview question. How do you?
Jared, what are you reading this
And
off
we'll
of?
be
Can I
right
ask?
back.
I'm sorry. I have a question, Ethan. How big are
Is your dick?
balls, actually?
Oh.
Like
Normal?
circumference.
No, I would say,
Diameter.
would you describe them as big, normal, or
I
small?
need radial diameter.
Normal for
I also
your
don't want to
pee-pee.
know this information, and I
Like,
don't
wait,
like bait compared.
like are you saying like PP to like ball ratio?
Yeah, is it normal or is it like bigger balls?
Are you
Also,
ball
would you
weaving
describe it
or
as big balls in
jiggling?
general? No PP ratio.
what metrics are we using here?
I don't think I've
I thought my brain was inventing Randy saying that. Like, Randy wouldn't say something that fucking weird.
He literally started the like last take about saying stuff about colored people. Like I don't.
yeah, that's
That's
normal
gaslighting,
for
dude.
a conversation.
He's
but
lying,
like,
dude.
why? That was just.
Dude,
I was like, Randy wouldn't actually say that, and then I zoned out and then zoned back in. And you're like, yeah, but like penis to ball ratio. And I was like, oh my god, this is actually happening.
Alright.
Jared composed himself.
Let's get back to some of the more serious matters. Are you a boobs or butt guy?
Don't say personality. You know it's a fucking lie.
Don't say personality.
No, it's a lie.
Okay, so you're a liar.
Okay, so you're a dirty rat bastard. Okay.
The next question.
So, anyways, to the retirement home.
Okay.
to the retirement home with you.
It's like a game show. You pull the lever, he just drops down.
Are you just playing You Are the Weakest Link with all of us?
Where are you hiding the levers, dude?
Yeah.
What is your favorite brand?
Of
Everything.
Ever?
Yeah.
Brand ever?
You heard
Overall,
me?
Nabisco.
Why do they call you the big rat bitch?
Dude, I was like, I can hold this one. I can hold this one.
Okay, follow-up question. Do you know that they called you the big rat
Nothing
bitch?
wrong for to use the big rat.
No, I believe this is the first instance I've heard of me being called the big rat bitch.
Do you know why?
Afraid not. This is my first hearing of being called the big rat bitch.
Honestly, I'm intrigued right now. Why do they call you the big rat bitch?
Because he makes all the rules.
I am the rat.
Oh my god, it's him!
Germa.
Bro, can we get German on the podcast?
Dude, he'd leave immediately.
Next interview question. Do you ever think about wearing a wig?
Would you wear a wig? When would you wear a wig?
When will you
Have
wear
you
a
worn a
wig?
wig? No. Will you wear a wig? Maybe. When will you wear a wig? He just loses it. Oh
He
my
died.
god, I love that interview.
He died shortly after.
What is your favorite food?
Why did he ask it like that?
why is it balls?
Yeah, and
To me, it's all about personality.
so another
So you're saying
markdown for
it's just
lying.
your personality.
just you gotta do what you gotta do.
It's just the way that you were born
Jared,
like
that's
this.
a second markdown for
you
mine.
were born like this.
What is that question?
Gotta do what you gotta do.
I like to imagine Jared's like, so everything going on
Is your
in
fault.
your fucking face, you were born like that? It's like, damn.
So all this, that's you?
You were born with a ginger beard?
Were you though? Or did it just kind of like come out the...
Next question.
Ow,
Next
ow.
question. Come on, guys. You have to be professional. Okay. What are your opinions on Big Sussy Among Us balls?
Wait, I have a real question.
Yeah,
What's your opinion on global warming?
that's what we all want to know. We're going
The whole
full
world
circle.
wants to
Final.
know.
This is
Start
final.
sweating.
It's pretty, you know. You're,
I don't.
You
I don't
seem to
have
be
the
dodging
answer.
the question,
it
Ethan.
doesn't
Not
get
dodging the
Ethan,
question.
please just answer. Would you answer
Please.
the question?
Dude, because you're always like, oh, like,
Ethan.
all the,
I didn't know what I did wrong.
no, you're always like, all these people don't, all these people hate me because they hate me because I don't believe in global warming. But now you can settle the score.
Tell us how you really...
I kind of just like spraying like airsoft, like hairspray.
Aerosol
Aerosol. Like I kind of like spraying
to the
that. Just,
ozone.
yeah, I just like spraying it
Yeah.
whenever I can, just in like outside, and just holding it down.
All of it.
Yeah.
Aren't those?
Well, I
illegal?
usually get like 5 boxes of them every
He
day.
has a perfectly built contraption. Like, he holds it down, it sprays all 5 at once.
No, I have to do it manually myself, or it's just not worth it.
So double, like dual wielding.
Sometimes.
So you're the okay. You did that to the
I'm
ozone.
the ozone.
You're Mr.
I'm the ozone
Sussmeister.
gladiator.
Mr. Ozone.
You're the ozone ginger patient.
Bro, can we refer to Ethan as that? Hey, speaking of Ethan, cringy Pokemon Ethan just sent me another voice recording that I think he wants played out loud. Do we risk playing a second
Yeah.
one? All
I
in
think he
favor of
knows-
playing
I
it,
think he
say
knows it's
aye?
on the podcast.
Fuck
now.
it, go for it.
Alright, this is what he had to say. Don't disappoint me, Ethan. Here's what he had to say.
Hey, I just want to give a shout out to all these motherfuckers. I bought Ethan a fucking airsoft gun and he shot me in the back.
Oh yeah, we're gonna have to own up to that one.
I don't really have to.
God,
own
he
it.
sounds-
Literally, the second
He
Ethan
literally did.
The
It's
second
like 5
Ethan-
seconds of me getting it and me
No.
having it, and we were about to shoot like a boss.
That's just what he wants you to believe. The second Ethan handed other Ethan the gun, Ethan immediately cocked it, loaded
He
the
said,
gun, pointed
okay,
it
run
right
as
at your
fast as you
back.
can.
And
Seriously, how fast can you run?
He said, "Get on your knees."
I mean, he
And
gave
then
me.
he held the
he
gun
gave
right
me
to his head.
Like a
blank.
mentally ill person.
And as
he
it was
gave me a gun.
and as it was happening, and as I watched him collapse to the ground in pain and tears, I was like,
And then he thought he wants to say I only shot him once, but
we all know I mag dumped him.
like after he fell on the ground crying, I decided to put him out of his misery.
Just the bloodlust hit him, and he had to keep
Yeah.
going.
I just had to go Rambo on him.
Yeah.
I wasn't even using the gun at that point. I was using like the barrel.
In the fist.
I was using like the butt of the gun. I was
The
like beating
big
him
rock
over
beside
the
his
head
head.
with it. I had to do what I had to do.
So that's his confession to
Yeah, it's a
cringy
murder.
Pokemon Ethan's family that he did indeed kill their son.
I mean, it's just
Why did he do it?
I thought it was funny.
You needed it for your compilation.
I need it for my cringe compilation.
I needed it for a nice story on the podcast.
You see, I'm boring as fuck.
Just the thing for the Punisher. It's like, yeah, I did it. I love doing it. And I'd fucking do it again.
There's
I
no
like-
other way. The world had to be this way.
I like the fact that on a podcast you could just make up stories
True.
that like never.
Who's to say
actually-
that we're even real?
That's what I was like. Can we just make an entirely fake podcast where we tell shit that's not real at all?
What do you think we're doing right now?
Bold of you
Yeah.
to assume that we're not already doing it.
Are you insinuating we make a fake crime podcast as opposed to a true crime
Yes.
podcast?
Yes.
But once you do, I will go around the world committing every crime you make up, therefore giving you a real, true crime podcast.
Jesus.
Well,
You can't say his name.
we can't use this image.
Well, that's just
This has been a good one.
This is-
honestly, that was good. I was glad we got Jared to. I'm glad we got Jared to be on this one.
Yeah, I don't. What was the point of that interview segment?
I just wanted for people to know the truth.
And now they know.
They know all about you.
They'll never forget.
Now they know everything.
He's so good at this.
This has been Jared's true crime. Crime.
Next time I'm back,
Crime.
You're having a stroke.
I'll dig up more.
You got more
Uncover more about ginger beer next time on the
The
podcast.
truth of ginger beer.
Don't throw water again.
Add water in it. Dude.
Why does that actually sound like some like?
Probably because it's an insult.
No. I'm saying, why does that sound like some sort of documentary? The truth on ginger beer.
What if we
Like, is it just
It's
like,
like, is that like what my serial killer name
The
is?
true crimes of ginger beer.
the truth?
What
crimes?
You
guys don't even
It's
know
like
that
crimes
the real
against,
reason my beard is so
Brindle.
red is the blood of the innocent.
Ethan of the Red.
See, now that sounds a bit cooler, even though I still hate having a red beard.
Bro, that's your Akatsuki title.
Ethan of the
Oh,
red beard.
yeah, you're Ethan of the Red Beard.
That fucking sucks.
That's-
I'm not Ethan of the red beard.
What if they all started calling you Four Eyes?
That'd be better.
Even though they all have
Right?
glasses.
Four Eyes
You're
Ginger.
the
That'd be better,
only
'cause
one
I can-
that isn't 4 eyes.
I kind of felt like
That'd be better. 'cause
I'm
it
gonna
makes me
poke
have
you in your
better sight.
eyeball so you have to use glasses
you
for
can
the rest
These
of your
are
life.
thick.
Damn.
Oh, dude.
And dirty.
That's
Clean
supposed
up
to fix me,
bitches.
bro.
He got splashed in the water just
Oh
now.
yeah, because Ethan threw a bottle at you.
That's very throw up worthy.
Are we gonna let Jared do the outro?
Yeah,
We're all
Jared.
doing the outro,
Well,
remember?
I guess that's
No,
true. But
no,
I mean,
it's
Jared
gotta
gets
be
the-
Jared.
outro.
You go- you go-
No, it's we all do the
you do
outro.
your little
Yeah,
voice.
but Jared leads
I
it.
do
and
my
we all
voice?
follow.
You do your little voice. You're,
Well, he doesn't know how it goes.
What? Wait, what are you doing? I just heard him go, you got your little
You
coffee."
got all that, Jared?
I do my voice.
your little
My funny voice. The one.
The one.
My iconic funny
You
voice.
just say it.
Ethan also has an
excited to see.
iconic voice, right?
That's all.
Yeah, everyone do your iconic catchphrase.
Everyone do
Your
the
Zing.
iconic voice.
Go
What
to-
is the outro? What do we all say in our iconic voice?
Oh, well,
Count down.
we just have to say this has been the Context Sensitive podcast.
We gotta do it like on 3 or 5.
Why
It's,
5? That's a long
Well,
countdown.
I think we
had
did
it
it
on
on
20.
No,
Yeah.
we skipped. We were like 5, 2, now. Okay.
Now, I meant back then.
So whenever that was. I don't remember doing that, but that's probably true.
Last
All right.
podcast was 5.
Was it?
Or you said 3 and Ethan said 5 and you said why 5 and he said 3, 2 and he skipped it.
That was fucking.
I
Were
can't
you?
count. Never learned how.
It's okay. We'll do it for you.
You're in IT?
No.
Oh. You're in Pizza Hut?
Maybe.
3, 2, 1. This has been the Context Sensitive
Podcast.
Please leave a message.
Hello, thank you for watching.
Hello, thank you for watching.